The final whistle had blown. Thousands of fans were still standing inside the stadium, yet not a single voice could be heard. The camera slowly moved toward one face, Lionel Messi. He looked up at the sky, then lowered his eyes. This was more than the loss of a football match. It was the weight of millions of dreams resting on his shoulders. Across the world, one question echoed louder than ever. Was this Messi's final World Cup? But those who truly know Lionel Messi also know one thing. His story has never ended that easily. Whenever the world begins to believe that he is finished, he quietly starts a new chapter. Throughout this World Cup, he gave everything he had. Every run, every pass, every moment on the pitch. He fought with all his heart for his team. Football can be cruel. Sometimes even the greatest effort is not enough to lift the trophy, but that never makes a legend any smaller. Outside the stadium, thousands of fans were still chanting his name. Some had tears in their eyes. Some held his jersey tightly against their chest. Others whispered only two simple words, "Thank you, Messi." Because true champions are not remembered only for winning, they are remembered for their spirit, and Messi's spirit was still alive. That night, it wasn't only Argentina that was grieving. Every football lover who had followed Lionel Messi's journey for years sat in silence. His photographs filled social media. Some saluted him, some prayed for him. Others wrote, "Legends never truly lose. They simply leave behind another unforgettable story." Messi slowly walked off the pitch. With every step, the applause inside the stadium grew louder. These cheers were not just for a footballer, they were for a man who had dedicated his entire life to the beautiful game. Many believed it was finally time for him to rest, but those who understand Messi know the fighter inside him never gives up so easily. His life has never been easy. The struggles of childhood, the criticism, the heartbreak of losing finals, and finally, the greatest triumph of them all. Every time people declared that Messi's journey was over, he answered them with football. This time, disappointment could be seen on his face, but there was still a spark in his eyes, a spark that quietly whispered, "The story isn't over yet." Perhaps the trophy had slipped away, but his love for football remained as strong as ever. And as long as a legend's passion continues to burn, his story never truly ends. Over the following days, the football world spoke about only one name, Lionel Messi. Every television channel, every football analyst, every fan, everyone had an opinion. Some said, "It's time for Messi to say goodbye." But millions of supporters refused to believe it. They answered, "Until Messi says it over himself, his story isn't finished." Messi has always proven one thing: he never responds with words. His answer has always been football. The training ground, the sweat, the hard work, the silence. That has always been his identity. While the world debated his future, Messi was most likely preparing himself once again. For him, football was never just about trophies. Football was his life, his identity, his greatest love. That is why even after defeat, he lowered his head, but never his courage. And perhaps that is why the world will remember him not only as one of the greatest footballers of all time, but as an immortal legend. Records will eventually be broken, trophies will belong to someone else, but the place a man earns in millions of hearts can never be erased by time. Lionel Messi is not just a name, he is a feeling, a story that comes alive again with every new generation of football fans. Even today, when children step onto the streets with a football, many of them begin by saying, "I'm Messi." That is the true mark of a legend.
A legend doesn't simply create records, they create dreams. Perhaps this World Cup didn't end the way fans had hoped, but Lionel Messi reminded the world once again that a true champion isn't someone who never falls. A true champion is someone who always finds the strength to stand up again. Fans across the world still wait for his smile, a training video, a single photograph, a short message, and hope returns once again. Because Lionel Messi has never only played football, he has inspired hope. That is why after every match, the same question returns. Is the journey really over, or is one more miracle still waiting? No one knows the answer, but one thing is certain. As long as football exists, the story of Lionel Messi will never grow old. Every generation will remember him differently, some for his goals, some for his magical dribbling, others for the determination that refused to surrender. Time will continue to move forward. Football will continue to change. New stars will rise. New records will be written. But some stories never fade. Lionel Messi's story is one of them. A young boy with a dream. A boy who faced every obstacle, endured every criticism, rose after every fall, and showed the world that true greatness is not built on talent alone, but on courage. Whether he holds another trophy or not, his legacy will never diminish. Because some people win trophies, others win hearts. Lionel Messi won both. That is why his name is written not only in football history, but in the prayers and memories of millions. That is the true definition of a legend. That is the story of Lionel Messi. And perhaps that is why the world will never forget him.